Hello and welcome to Talking Leeds, another match reaction show with myself, Arron Marshall, and Gerry McNamee. Good evening, Gerry. 1-1 against West Brom. The champagne's back on ice, so it's not happening. We're going to get beat by Coventry in the playoffs, aren't we?
That's what it feels like at the moment. Your anxieties are slightly off a bit. Oh, by the way, Man United are losing 1-0. That's good. Just watching, just to give you a timestamp on this. Yeah, if you look at the bigger picture on these three games, you'd have taken 7 points.
Absolutely,
if we'd drawn on Monday and won this one, we'd be happy. So no major panic. I thought West Brom were a decent team, probably as good as we've seen come Talon Row. Tony Mowbray sets up a good attacking team, and they give us problems. They could have nicked it. We could have nicked it. A draw was probably about right. Sheffield United, I was listening to the reports on their game, and they were lucky. There was a few chances, and they held on. It puts a bit, after being 5 points clear, we're now 3 points clear. A few weeks ago we were saying going into after the West Brom game, if we're still on top, that's good results. So we're 3 points clear. Burnley didn't play, obviously, with the cup. They play on Tuesday. So it's just tricky. We don't want to hit a little bad patch, Portsmouth away is tricky. QPR is always tricky. And Millwall in between. So these next 3 games again, take 7 points out of that. It's not bad. It's bigger picture time. I mean, I'm just looking at the fixtures here. We've not lost since November. Yeah. And we've many games a week. Let me see. We 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 8 games, and we've drawn 1 out of 8, and drew yesterday. So it's still okay. Everything's fine. It wasn't our best performance, wasn't our worst, and we'll take that. Yeah, we're looking okay.
We're looking okay. That's good. And I think you're right. I completely agree with you. We just said a couple of games ago, right, out of Sunderland, Sheffield United and West Brom, would you be happy with 7 points? I think everybody would have bitten the hand off and said, yeah, that's absolutely fine. We haven't lost against any of those. We've taken points. And as you said, Burnley have got to play Tuesday. Ideally, would have wanted them to go through, because then they'd have to put a stronger side out, you'd think, in the cup to get to Wembley, because it's the quarter-final stage, isn't it, after this round. But do you know what, Gerry? We don't need to panic. There's a lot of panic now, isn't there? A lot of anxiety. We think, oh, we're tiring. We lost it. We bottled it. It doesn't matter. We are 3 points clear of Sheffield United with a far superior goal difference. You've got to say that's at least a point. And then obviously over Burnley as well. 5 points, 6 points, whatever it is, 7. They'll probably beat Cardiff. There's no doubt about it. We're all right. I think I'm going to get the excuses in though for the Portsmouth and QB. I blame Sky because of their ridiculous schedule change. I think they put it on ITV.
Yeah, we need to be under the lights. We need to be under the lights, don't we?
Yeah. There you go. That's all the excuses in for how we're going to play Coventry in the playoffs.
You just feel it. It'd just be such a Leeds thing. A team would be 30 points behind us and beat us in the playoffs. No, let's not go there. I think the general mood around yesterday was, it's a shame we didn't win again, but we're happy with that. I think the starting lineup, I think most people thought Rothwell would come in. It's home game for Gruev, a bit more attack. And then again, we started okay, although they had a very early chance. I mean, you look at their team and they've got championship decent players. Alex Mould, who we know well, John Swift, who was always a favourite of Bielsa. He was always linked with him. I was impressed with the guy on left back, Styles. He looked good. And Adam Armstrong, who we know what he did to us at Wembley, and I thought this is the story to be written. But they had a chance early on, which Swift hit just wide, and Meslier was flat-footed. Well, I can't really blame Meslier for being flat-footed. Has Fulham scored again? No, that's the same goal. I can't even blame him for being flat-footed, really, because it was just one of those shots. But 8 minutes in, I mean, early goal. We score a lot in the first 10 minutes, and Cal Barkley didn't jump for our. Well, why would you say to someone, look out for their centre forward left back, who, because where is he? Who knows where he plays? But the ball in from Dan James, and he just rises above the keeper, but in between the keeper and Kyle Bartley, and it's 1-0, and you think, yeah, here we go again. But as happens a lot with Elland Road and this season and earlier in the season, we seem to go back in our shell, and we were struggling to get possession. They were coming on to us, and really surprised at the score. They had a couple of. I mean, Armstrong got in behind us at one stage, and Melia smothered that. But then the goal, it was a strange one because ball's whipped in, and but Bogle is caught between two players, Heg and the goal scorer Furlong, and the ball loops over at Melia, and you think position. Well, one, we were caught all out of position, shouldn't one man marking two. Melia, was he badly positioned? Was it just one of those goals went over his head? I suppose you could say, you know, maybe he needs his footwork anticipating, but it goes in and it's 1-1. And leading up to half time, I think I'm glad to get to one. We'll get to half time now and we'll change this. And as the second half wore on, we put the pressure on. You thought, we're going to get a goal here. We're going to get a goal. They had a couple of breaks. You know, Fellows goes through later on. I don't know how Joe Rodon did it. He was excellent again yesterday. That pace gets him out of trouble, but he seemed to fall on it and win it and send it away and stop the great tackle, and that stopped it. We had a couple of 1-on-1s in the first half. I think Brendan knocked it the wrong side. I thought Pirro had a poor touch on one. Although I thought generally the team were okay. There was nobody outstanding. I thought they all played reasonably well. It just didn't go. Solomon didn't quite hit the heights he normally does. Dan James got blocked a lot. Tanaka was just as usual. Rodon, I thought, is excellent. So what can you say? Joseph came on and he had a run and a shot which grazed the top of the bar, but he took a knock and I think he's injured, or he was. I think Fark mentioned that afterwards, that he had been injured. So who's our other centre forward to bring in? If I suppose we'll mix and match somewhere. So all in all, I think disappointed we didn't win, but I think everybody realises we're still on a good run. 2 draws in whatever game since Christmas, since that whole game, and won the rest. Can't ask for better than that. And we're leading the pack. People are chasing us. And the next block of 3, as we say, Portsmouth away. They are fighting for their lives, but they lost to Luton yesterday. We should have beaten them first day. Tricky ground, one of those tight grounds, like QPR is a tight ground, our nemesis of a ground. And we owe Millwall. We really owe them. Did you see the tackle yesterday, the Millwall Palace game? Have you seen it?
Disgraceful. Yeah, shocking.
Absolutely disgraceful. And the Millwall fans, I mean, the family club of the year, singing "Let 'Em Die." I mean, how can let 'em die? Jesus,
it's disgraceful.
They are the scum, and they will get away with that. They should be banned. They should be banned for. I said this the last time. They get away with it. We get fined for everything, and sometimes things are deserved. But how can they be led away with that? And the manager said, "I've seen tackles like that up and down the country. I've not seen a tackle like that since 1982 World Cup semi-final. If anybody remembers France against, I think it was West Germany at the time, Schumacher." Oh, the scum have equalised. Yeah. Ratface has scored. Yeah.
Oh, dear. Wow.
Yeah, the Fulham fans were singing, "You've got a face like a rat."
I heard that. I was watching that before. Come on, it's hilarious.
But it's a really boring game. I've only got it on in the background. So that's Millwall. It's a disgraceful club. I'm glad they're out of the cup. They'll finish with that. We owe them. When they come. And I think forget about the cup game. That was a different team. We will beat them, and we owe them definitely. So, yes.
All of a sudden, obviously, we're thinking the last set of 3 fixtures were just as important for us. I think you're right with the next 3, Portsmouth, Millwall, and QPR, just as big now, because that's it. There's no more top 6 to come. So on paper, we've got a favourable run, haven't we? But we're not. Leeds being Leeds, it's never going to go to plan. And then obviously the dreaded international break is upon us as well, Jerry, isn't it? And then back in the end of March, I think it's
we play QPR on the 15th, and then our next game is home to Swansea on the 29th. So everybody's looking forward to the big game, double header between Ireland and Bulgaria. Yeah.
Oh yes. Are you going?
I was supposed to be, and still might. Yeah, it's a bit of a tight turnaround coming back from where I'm going this week.
Oh yes,
So I'll have
yes.
to decide. I'll have to decide what to do. But yeah, and Thomas Tuchel's first England squad. That'll be be hilarious. Yeah. Yeah. He's probably got 50 players he's picked. That's all that's in the Premier League, 50 English players. Yeah. It'll be like Mike Bassett. He'd probably call up Benson and Hedges. Yeah, if you've ever watched Mike Bassett, have you? He says, on my flag packet, where does it say Benson and Hedges? Yeah, that was a classic movie if you've not seen it.
It's a good
So
movie.
so that'll be it. Come through these 3 games, 7 points out of 9 again. Overall, we probably need to win. We've 11 games left. Win 5 of those. Couple of draws. And so we can, in theory, we can afford to lose 4 games. A lot of these teams coming up now. Luton, they're fighting for their lives. They won yesterday. Might go on a run. Oxford are fighting, although they late goals. Stoke, they're battling. So we got there's this championship. We know what it's like. We know what it's like. So we're good now. I think we look at teams and think, oh, this could be tricky, but most times we go out and batter teams, and we are overwhelmed, even if we go down. So we should be confident. I think Leeds are still confident.
I think the key thing is it's the home form, isn't it? We've only lost once. It's twice in the last 2 years or something ridiculous, isn't it? Our home form is fantastic, and that's what we just need to rely on and get Ellen Road rocking and get this over the line. I think we've only got 4 home games left, haven't we? Or is it 5?
4 home games.
5 to go,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we got 5
to go. Win those 5, and you're nearly there.
My printer's just decided to print. If you can hear it in the background,
it's printing out Leeds'
I think somebody's printed something. What does it say? It's the tally printer. Yeah, it's just coming through with the Man United score. No, it's not really. Somebody started printing it probably at 20. I apologise for the noise, but we can just ignore that. Yeah. It's very loud. Yeah.
It's 21st century living, Gerry. It's 21st century.
I know. I think that's the end of it. Thank you. The dog's looking to go out. You can wait. Domestic chores. Come on.
Absolutely, yeah. And obviously you're away, aren't you, soon, Gerry? Now you're off on your nice little adventure, aren't you?
I will be watching. Let's start again. I will be watching the Portsmouth game at 4:00 in the morning in Los Angeles.
Yes. A very nice
so I hope
and
I realize it's on ITV, so I've got to check, make sure or LUTV. I've got to make sure all the apps work, and I've got proper Wi-Fi because I once watched a game. No, I once watched the Olympics, the 2012. Remember Super Saturday? I don't remember when. And Mo Farah, I watched his race, and then I got a bill for 600 quid off my phone. So I'll be careful. But I'll be watching the game. And I'll be watching all the games, so it'll be tense as always is. But it was good, a good atmosphere yesterday, good crowd. The West Brom turned up in numbers. They were boing and all over the place, and I'm sure. I think I know a couple of West Brom fans, and they said they were delighted with that result because they're delighted with that result because that's the best they've seen them play this year. And I think Tony Mowbray
he knows what he's doing, doesn't he? He knows what he's doing in the Championship. Does Tony Mowbray? They've played Burnley in a couple of weeks. So it's not an easy game for them.
Did they play Burnley? Did they?
A couple of games time, I think. Burnley on the 21st. The 11th of March.
Good. They'll give them a good game. They will. And as we know, Sheffield United play Burnley, and I don't know. I must look at the fixtures of Sheffield United and Burnley to see what other tricky ones they've got, because there'll be something along the way. I'm still targeting Easter weekend.
Yeah, they've got Preston next. That's a tough game then. They've got Coventry as well in a couple of weeks. They've got Sheffield Wednesday as well, and obviously Burnley. They've got a tough set of fixtures. Sheffield United. There's no easy wins. It's like for us, we can't bank on every game being a win, can we?
Although I have booked my hotel for Plymouth away, but
excellent.
I almost made a mistake because I looked at the prices and I thought it's a bit expensive for Plymouth, but maybe it's because there's a big influx of Leeds fans, so they're just put up the price. So I put it up, and then I just thought, I wonder how far it is from the ground. and I realised that I'd booked a hotel in Plymouth, Massachusetts. So luckily I was able to cancel it, and they said reason for cancellation. I just put wrong country. So if you're booking hotels, make sure there's not an equivalent one. I once booked a restaurant in Mallorca by mistake when I was in mainland Spain. So yeah, I've got a history of this. Always check your bookings, because I would have been fun sticking that in the sat nav on my way down, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Absolutely, but yeah, you just got to get a flight first of all. But yeah, well, I think, you know what, it looks as though it might go all the way, Plymouth away. Hopefully, we won't have to do that. Hopefully,
No, we'll be done by then. We'll be done. I think Easter weekend will be the crown and glory. Yeah, we just need Burnley to be dropping points. I mean, Sheffield United can win all they want. If someone said to me, Sheffield United will win, Burnley will drop points, yeah, that's all the way. That's that gap to third place, and we'll take that.
Absolutely. Yeah. Right. Cheers, Gerry. Enjoy your hollybobs, and we will hopefully see you live on a beach. Who knows?
We'll see you soon. Yeah, you don't want to see me on a beach.
Safe travels, Gerry, and all the best. And let's hope
you
can get us some points whilst you're away.
Let's hope so. Fingers crossed. Come on.
Cheers, Gerry. See you soon.
Bye.